since our last one?
Just 2. We missed last week.
It's just 2. When we last recorded, I think, both my kids were sick, or just one kid was sick at that time?
I think one kid was sick.
Okay, so one kid had the flu, and she missed a week of school because of it.
Yeah.
And then followed directly after with another kid having strep throat.
Yeah.
So that's been my life right now. But finally, all the kids are on the mend. And then every time you ask me, hey, we podcast tonight, and I always go, in theory, because my goal is always to, yes, I'd love to. I always want to.
Yeah.
But sometimes you know how life just gets in the way, right? So, of course, today I have to go drop off some of the kids at school. And I'm taking the Jeep, and of course, it has, all of a sudden, it starts rattling like crazy. Just a rattle like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
I was like embarrassed to be dropping off kids. It sounded so awful. It sounded worse when you were just sitting in idle versus driving it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So when you said, are we doing it? I was like, depends on how quick I get this repair done. So, yeah, no, then I go pick up kids from school, get back, start diagnosing what's wrong with it. Luckily, it was something really simple. It was just an idler pulley. It's just a pulley that had to get replaced.
Oh.
Quick swap.
Yeah.
But I do this thing where I call the auto parts store and I go, do you have, because I don't trust online. I just don't trust it.
Yeah.
Because I want them to go actually put their physical hand on the part I need, go get it, hold it. I'll be up and come get it. So I call the guy. Hey, you got this pulley? Yeah, I got it. Okay, well, we'll be up there in like 5 minutes. Get up there. Hey, I called you like 5 minutes ago for this part. Oh, yeah, I didn't go grab that. Hold on 1 second. He goes and grabs that. Goes, yeah, no, that's not the right part. That's not it.
Oh, jeez.
What do we need? Okay, and he didn't know the difference between 2 different types of pulleys. And he works there. That's his job.
Yeah,
works at the auto parts store. Didn't know the difference between the 2. And then of course he goes, oh yeah, we don't have that one. Then it's like, oh my god.
That's why I called.
That's why to eliminate that problem. Exactly. So then we go across the street because, of course, it seems like at least where I live, wherever you have an auto parts store, there's another one like directly across the street or just a block out or something like that. So go to the next one. He goes back. He pulls out a part. And I go, can you take it out of the box just to confirm it's the right one? He takes it out of the box. It's definitely not the right one. I go, oh my god. He goes, oh, hold on. I think I got the wrong part number. I'll be right back. Hold on. He goes back. Finally get the right part. And again, Jay, I'm talking about, it's again a 5-minute swap out. It's nothing. It's a big nothing burger is what it is.
It took longer to get the part.
It took longer to get the part. Well, it was a matter of just getting a second opinion with my brother-in-law. I was like, hey, I said it could have been one of the 2 pulleys. I wanted your ears to listen to. I thought it was the idler, but just tell me it's because I don't want it to be the wrong. I don't want it to be the wrong one.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I agree with you. It's this one, definitely this one. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then we actually we start to rip it apart because I was like, hey, we take this belt off. We're pot committed. I got to get a new pulley put on there. Take it apart. The thing just fell apart. Like it. Oh. There's a ball bearing in there.
Yeah.
Some of the ball bearings had melted onto the engine.
Oh wow.
And then a couple are probably on the highway, I guess. He's like, you're lucky you got home, dude. I don't know how you got. He's like, how'd you even get to my house? And mind you, he lives like what? 5 blocks away.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So let's see. So kids are on the mend. Nice, easy fix on the car. And then, that's it. That's it. Just trying to survive.
Yeah, we had a little bout of sickness here too last week.
Oh, yeah?
I woke up in the middle of the night, middle of the week, with the worst stomach pains, like that just horrible gas that just won't leave.
Okay.
And it kept me up for hours. I didn't go to the gym that day. I didn't sleep very much, so I took the day off work. I'm like, I'm sick. I'm not going to be in.
Okay.
I slept for like 8 hours on the couch that day.
Yeah.
Fine the next day, so I'm just going along. By the weekend, Aaron's like, my throat hurts.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, oh no. And then the next morning I wake up, my throat's hurting too. None of the kids had anything. No, just...
That's right.
Well, I don't know. We didn't get tested. I mean, we just stayed in and dealt with it.
Yeah.
So, she hasn't slept very well this week, but I think she's just about fully recovered, and I am. Quick illnesses, but they just suck.
Yep. Need spring break to get here so we can stop getting these kids around other kids.
Yeah.
Stop bringing home their grossness.
Yeah, but by the time we get to spring break, it'll be back in like the 20s.
I don't know. I thought I told you about my sister's situation. Did I tell you about my sister's situation?
I think we talked about it last time. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did we talk about the injustice of it all?
Maybe.
Well, I thought I wanted to get your opinion. It just seems so unjust because they totaled out her car. They totaled it.
Yeah, we were waiting to hear if they totaled it.
They totaled it.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's just so over $13,000 in repair is what was quoted.
Whew.
$13,000 in repair.
Wow.
And so they totaled it, and they totaled it for like $7,000. I'm like, so you go from owning a car outright with no payment at all, and you're going to give me $7,000, and I have to go find a car and now have a car payment.
Yeah.
What?
They're going to pay you.
It's injustice. It's an injustice, and it pisses me off. And I hate it. I hate it so much. It's just not right when you're the victim, and you get shafted on it, man. And
they give her $7,000, but like the county probably charged her at least double that for the car, for the value of it.
Yeah. Oh, as far as personal property.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea. Yeah. That's the other crux of the situation is you go get a newer car. Well, your personal property tax, because we live in that state that has one.
Yep.
That's going to go skyrocket if you get anything newer than what you had, and then your insurance on a newer car, even if it's used, but it's a newer used car, insurance is going to skyrocket. Property tax is going to skyrocket. It's a kick. It's a kick right in the nuts. It really is. It's horrible.
Yeah.
What can you do? It's life.
Yeah.
It sucks. I hate it. For him. And then it was a kid that did it. I thought we talked about that last time. It was a kid. And I guess it's just, okay, we're older. It's our turn to take the brunt of the situation versus when you're a kid and you caused the accident.
Yeah.
There's learning experience for them, and it's a rite of passage or something like that, I guess. And we as society have to pick up the difference, I guess. It's kind of how I guess you have to look at it.
We have to pick up the insurance bill.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So,
yep.
It stinks, though. I don't know. I also don't want to be that person that just wants to whine and complain about it, because I don't have a solution to it. I don't know of a better system. I don't know what out there makes it better. You know? But that's why we're such a litigious society, is that when there's an injustice, you got to go figure it out. Go get your justice, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
What would Batman do? Beat the crap out of that kid.
John Wick would probably kill his parents.
Batman would just make the problem go with his money, because that's his superpower. He's rich.
Yeah. So.
All right. So let's see.
Here.
Since we last talked, you said that we needed to. What are our headlines, or do we have a topic?
We could do both.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Well, first off, I got a Brothers Brewing Company MILF. They changed the name of it. It used to be MILF. Now they call it Mater Familia, but it's a barrel-aged stout. This is one I've had for 6 years. Been letting it sit there and age. Oh, it's so good. So
it's from Brothers Brewing?
Mother's Brewing in Springfield.
Oh, Mother's Brewing. Where's Springfield, Missouri, or Illinois?
Missouri.
Okay.
So I think they still make Mater Familia. I was picking it up, but I hadn't seen it in a couple years now that I think about it. 11% ABV, 50 IBUs. Yeah.
Double digit.
Solid beer. This is a 5. One of those really...
Fiver? I think last time we had a 5 or 2.
I don't remember what I had last time.
I don't remember either, but I'm pretty sure it was a 5 though.
Yeah.
That was those were super high. So
I've always been a fan of this beer and would pick it up whenever I saw it. So
yeah. Okay. So all right. So there's our beer of the episode.
And there's our interruption of the episode.
I know. I have an interruption. We haven't had an interruption in a while. I
No.
Lock my door. Go.
But Daddy.
What?
One of my drawers broke.
One of your drawers broke? Yeah, on your thing because you don't. Yeah, I know. I have to fix it.
Yeah.
Go play Ninja Turtles with Brody.
Stop breaking stuff.
Yeah, stop breaking stuff. I already fixed one thing tonight. I'm not fixing another thing.
Oh, but you have to fix my dresser, and then you have to fix my bed.
What's wrong with your bed?
Mommy said I need a new bed.
Oh God. Bye. Good night. Go play.
Hugs.
Hugs. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Okay. She wanted to play Ninja Turtles on the PS4 earlier, and I was like, it's Thursday. She goes, oh, your stupid podcast. I was like, hey, 9 people are relying on this to get them through the week.
That's the general reception around here too. I'm like, it's Thursday night, I'm gonna go podcast. Really?
Yeah. Oh. It's like, can you not last one evening without me? Like, could you guys just not survive? I mean, what happened if I had to travel for work and I was gone for an extended period? What would happen? That's what I want to know.
Hey, I already cleaned up dinner. No one helped me, so this is what I get.
Dude, that's why I'm late. I'm eating it on the podcast, which I shouldn't be doing, but I had to cook dinner. I was busy fixing the car, came in, made dinner, had to put some dishes away, clean up. No one helps. No one does anything.
No. Because if I don't do it tonight, it'll be left for the morning after they go to school.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, all right, before our interruption,
all right.
What was our topic?
All right,
or
so
whatever we're doing.
let's fly through some quick news stuff.
Okay.
The Marvel's alternate ending. Did you see that they were going to kill Captain Marvel off?
I did not, and it was actually filmed.
I don't think so. I think they changed it. I'm pulling up the article real quick. It's been a few days since I looked at it. Yeah, Carol Danvers was going to die battling Dar-Ben, who was the bad guy in it. Let's see. It doesn't look like they filmed it, but that was what they were going to do originally.
That was the one that she was like the Ronin knockoff?
Kind of, yeah. The new accuser. So there was always going to be an epic death just because of the terms of it. I just think in terms of bringing that story...
She was supposed to... So she was... And they wanted her to die because they're trying to set up Ms. Marvel to take over?
I don't know. It doesn't give a lot of details about it. I think it would be stupid. I mean, she's not really the best character they've done in the movies, but they're still put something with her.
Well, let's also talk about this. Is probably the biggest headline since we last podcast was they released Madam Web.
Yes.
Did you go see it, or did you had plans to go see it?
No plans whatsoever. So
did you saw it or had plans?
No, neither. We were planning not to see it.
Oh, I thought you was, but you said yes.
Oh no, we had no plans to see it.
Anyway, sorry. Yeah. Okay.
I'm in the majority that did not see it. I know that.
It says the internet is obsessed with Madam Web. It's the new Morbius. It's the new Morbid Time.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I didn't realize that there's 4 screenwriters on this.
Ooh.
4. That's
a bad sign right there.
Why do you need that many people to write a movie? Beyond me. That's when you know it's in trouble. It sold $17 million worth of tickets is what I'm reading here as a headline.
Jeez.
17 mil. It's beyond a bust.
Yeah.
It's awful. The two of the stars, the what's her name? Dakota Johnson as Madam Web.
Yeah.
And the Sydney Sweeney character, I think she played Julia Carpenter.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
And then I forget the name. What's Madam Web's actual name in the comic?
I have no clue.
I think she actually used that name. They thought this movie was part of the MCU. They thought they were joining the MCU.
Yeah.
It's not even part of the Tom Holland Spider-Verse.
No.
At all. It's not part of that. I don't even know if it's part of the Tom Hardy Venom verse is what I want to call that. I don't know if it's part of that or not. I don't know if there's any spoilers in regards to how to link those together.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they were planning on it, like everything they're doing, to be in the same universe, but I don't know. After how this does, they might not want to.
Oh, because they named her Cassandra Webb, and I don't remember if that's actually her name.
I don't know.
For Madam Web. Because of course they changed her from how she's in the comics. She's a decrepit old blind lady.
Yeah,
is connected to actual webs.
Yeah,
they call it like the loom of life or something like that, or the web of life, I guess.
Yeah.
But total from Box Office Mojo as of today, from what I'm seeing online, it has made $54 million worldwide.
Whew.
Not good for a comic book movie, but I will go to see, in comparison.
See, not good for a big budget movie either.
I don't know what the budget was, to be honest with you. I'm trying to see if it'll give me that on Box Office Mojo.
It should.
I would look to see what the budget was.
My guess would be around $200 million to make it in market.
Okay. Now, in comparison, now mind you, it hasn't reached its full run or its full release yet at this point. Morbius made 167 million. And I think Morbius is taking on the role of it's so bad it's turning to a cult classic because of how bad it is.
They also re-released Morbius in the theaters because of the meme that came out, and Sony mistook it for people being excited to go watch it again.
It's Morbin time, baby.
Yeah,
Morbin time. So yeah, no, it's again 167 worldwide for a full 2 releases, right?
Yep.
54 million is where this one's. It's not even the halfway point.
No.
Now, mind you, it came out last Wednesday, right? Are we a week removed from the 14th at this point? Yeah, it was just a week. So they've only had a week's worth of runtime, and I'm thinking it might get a boost because of how much people are saying how bad it is. People might want to go watch it just to see how bad it is. One of those kind of movies.
I think at one point people would have done that, but now in the post-COVID world, they won't go to the theater for it. Because they won't go to the theater for a good movie.
Yeah. Who wanted this movie to begin with is what I'm asking. I was not clamoring for a Madam Web movie. They used every Spider-Girl character. Sorry, Spider-Woman, Spider-Girl, female Spider. They wanted to use everything. And they didn't even include the original, the most important Spider-Girl of all, Jessica Drew. She wasn't anywhere to be found in this movie.
Yeah.
Why did we get this movie? And why did you want the people connected to Morbius to be part of this movie? Or were they just too far into the process and they said, screw it, let it go, let it run, and we'll have to kind of get back to the drawing board after the fact?
Yeah, I don't know, because the way they're picking characters to do really has me puzzled. Venom, I understand.
Venom, I get.
Morbius,
and you roll Carnage into it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Morbius, okay. I at least know a Morbius.
No, Morbius, no one knows who Morbius is. At least with Jessica Drew. Yeah, I'm sorry, no one knows who Jessica Drew is besides us.
Yeah.
Comic people. They're not going to know either. Venom people might recognize. They'll just recognize the black Spider-Man suit because that was around, right? And that was popular for a hot minute in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I don't know if I said this. Did I say this out loud? What the budget was for Madam Web?
No.
80 mil.
80? Okay.
$80 million. And they still haven't. They haven't gotten back to they haven't broken even yet.
Yeah, but that gap is a lot closer than I thought it was.
Oh, as far as the gap between flopping below budget versus breaking even on it.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. What the bad as reviews are after the first week, and I guess that's the reason why the embargo was lifted one day before the release came out, as far as the critic embargo or the review embargo. So
yeah,
it's 13% on Rotten Tomatoes and 26% on Metacritic.
Yeah,
3.7 on IMDb.
Oof.
I will say this: that you have. Mary Parker is in it, and she's giving birth to Peter, I believe, in the movie. I've seen that spoiler.
Oh.
But I don't know if it's the Peter that would be Tom Holland Peter, because I thought they're not the same universe. So, okay.
Yeah.
Our Spidey.
Well, yeah, because everyone's speculating, is it Tom, or is it Andrew Garfield? Is it Tobey Maguire?
Oh, okay. Well, because, and it's set in the 90s, and I saw online on a clip of a review from someone, the only specific reason that it was set in the 90s is because they wanted to use the song Garbage. I think that's on the soundtrack or something like that. The old classic 90s hit from, was it? Who Garbage did what song? What was the name of it? You know what I'm talking about. They only had one hit.
I can't think of what it is now.
But, so Emma Roberts played Mary Parker. I don't think Richard Parker was in the movie. But Uncle Ben was in the movie. But it's not an old Uncle Ben. It's
right.
I gotta look up the whole cast. Let me see if I can.
Well, and didn't they try to pull in from the Spider-Man mythos with Ezekiel and the spider totems?
Ezekiel's in it, correct?
Yeah,
and that's from the Straczynski run. And if I remember correctly, wasn't Ezekiel? Didn't he turn out to be somebody though? Wasn't he Ben Reilly or something? Or
I don't remember. I think I gave up on.
It's so long ago. IMDb, Madam. Yeah, I just wanted to, because that's the only part that I would have been like, oh, this is kind of cool. We got all these little hints of some characters that we hadn't seen, like Mary Parker. We did have Mary Parker for a brief moment in Andrew Garfield's. Okay.
Yeah.
So we had her there, and they even dipped into the whole they're spies kind of thing. I think, or part of Shield. I think they hinted at that if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think they did too.
Because let's see, I'm trying to see the names on here. Yeah, Ezekiel was. I'm just trying to see if there was any like hints of somebody else in the movie. Because they have Ben Parker and Mary Parker, and I always forget. Do you remember who's related to who? Like, is it Aunt May is the sister of Richard, or who's related to who?
I want to say it was.
It has to be, right? Because it's on the father's side with the last name, so it'd have to be Richard Parker. Either Ben's his brother or Mary or May's his sister, right?
I guess so. I never really thought about it too much. I always assumed it was the two girls. And I think that was because of that horrible Mark Miller Trouble series that came out in the early 2000s where they went to the camp with... Oh, I don't even remember the details of it. I think I blocked it out. It was so bad.
Let's see. After the death of brother-in-law and his wife, May and her... Okay, so you're right. The way I read this, then, it's Mary and May are sisters.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mary and May, that's the relationship between those two couples. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out there. And check this out. Sydney Sweeney wasn't even Julia Carpenter. She's Julia Cornwall in the movie. So they didn't even use Julia Carpenter's name.
Oh, wow.
And then, Carrie Bechet was in it. Who's Constance? I don't know, but I'm a huge Carrie Bechet fan. I think she's an amazing actress.
I have no clue who she is.
You do, because you've seen Red State.
Okay.
She was one of the main characters in Red State.
Okay.
Trust me, she's a fantastic actress.
Someone I would know if I saw him.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely, you'd recognize her. Although you still have let me down and not watched the series *Halt and Catch Fire*, which you need to watch at some point in your life.
Yeah, I haven't yet.
Definitely need to watch that. Regardless, sorry, I tangented there for a brief moment. So that was the big news I wanted to hit on was Madam Web. It turns out that it was awful.
Yeah.
The Marvels, and then you hear about this with Madam Web. The comic book movies are just not doing very well right now. Yet Aquaman 2 that no one watched. It's going to be on HBO in no time. Maybe it'll be okay. I think you liked the Marvels a lot more than I did. I just didn't care for it.
Yeah.
But you can't say it's your favorite.
No, no.
There's no way you'd say
no,
that.
I mean, it's middle of the road compared to what we've gotten, but
yeah.
I mean, I think we're about to hit a resurgence with both Marvel and DC.
Well, we get something. It's just not looking great. That's for sure.
Yeah, but at least...
All right, sorry. I think I hijacked your news headline.
No, it's all right.
In there a little bit.
No, because
to review a movie we haven't even seen.
See, we can jump off that, though, to the Fantastic Four cast, which was announced, which was exactly who we talked about.
Yeah, but we talked about it last time, I thought. Or no, the news was officially released on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And there was rumors that Marvel wanted it done on that day to try to mask over the bad performance of Madam Web. I'm like, I think it's just you just had the news just release it on an important day.
Yeah.
People are whatever.
They also released it with that pulp looking image of the cast, kind of given a throwback, almost. I don't want to say it's Valentine's Day feel, but like a feel good type image, kind of like in that like Norman Rockwell style.
Yep.
But what everything I'm hearing is we have our cast. Dr. Doom's going to be in it. We don't know who he's going to be yet. It's set in the 60s. And there's a chance that Reed Richards is going to be Hank Pym's professor in college.
Are they going to de-age Michael Douglas?
Maybe.
Ugh.
No, they've done it once already.
Douglas. He can't be. He has to be way up there.
Oh, he's
way up there.
Late 70s, I think.
So, okay. Yeah. I'm excited about all the casting, probably except for Pedro Pascal as... I just don't see it. And I'm not mad about it. And it's not like... I guess what I'm saying is I just don't like it because I just don't see it. But otherwise, I'm not like pissed off about it. I'm not going to the internet and shouting into the void, you know what I mean, and pounding my fist against the wall. No, not Pedro.
No.
That's not what I'm getting at there. But I just don't see him fitting in that role.
Yeah.
I just don't.
There's two things going against him right now is he doesn't have the look of Reed Richards from the comic book. He always comes off as like kind of a tall, lanky guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Pedro Pascal isn't. That's why John Krasinski seemed like the perfect guy, because he looked tall and lanky in The Office.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The other thing, I think we're going to get burnt down on Pedro Pascal with all the stuff he's doing.
Yeah, I don't disagree. But I'd rather him focus on, at this point, Last of Us. I mean, if he's dropping off of Mandalorian because he just wants to be done with it, okay, I guess he's going to drop off at that at some point.
He's one of 3 guys playing the role right now.
Yeah. I'd be curious of who else was up for the role. I guess if Krasinski just wasn't going to be, they're like, no, we're moving on. That was just fan service and Doctor Strange. Cool. Who else was really up for the role? Because if we're just going back to the well because we just know Pedro's and Pedro's a great actor. He's
very much
fine.
so.
I'm a fan of his, but again, he just doesn't fit the role in my mind. When I think of, like you said, when I think of Reed Richards, I don't see that. I didn't see Miles Teller as that either, and I understand they were going for something different. And when I thought of Miles Teller as Reed, I'm like, okay, they're going for the ultimate universe version of him. If I think of it in those terms, okay. But now what you tell me is that the expectation is that the movie's going to be set in the 60s. 1960s. I know we're in 2024. 1960s, though, if you're going to set it during that time, that's not who Reed Richards was.
No.
It just wasn't. I'm sorry.
No.
And if you want to do it different, fine. It doesn't bother me, but don't set it in the 60s. It makes no sense. And that's why I'm saying either do something brand new where we don't have a preconceived notion of how Reed's supposed to look or act or be, because that's not Pedro. Pedro just doesn't come off as the shy, he's a leading man guy.
Yeah.
Where Reed was never really a leading man. He's not. He's the head of the family, if you want to call it that, but he's not the head of Marvel. Like, he's not Marvel's. Hey, when Galactus is coming, Reed's going to be the guy that saves the day. No, Reed will come up with the plan to save the day. Someone else will execute the plan. It's kind of how I look at it.
Sue will execute it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So I don't know. I will have to withhold judgment, and I like Pedro. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Let's wait and see. Maybe we'll be blown away. I can't wait for the first trailer. I think I'm going to be blown away by the first trailer.
Yep.
Maybe we're setting it back in the 60s because then we're talking about the age of the atom, and this is how we're going to introduce our mutants.
Yeah, it could be. And knowing Marvel, they'll probably do something where maybe they get stuck in status, and when they come out in the current age, they haven't aged at all. Or go to the negative zone or something.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just disappointment after disappointment.
Yeah.
With what's going on. I just hope they do better in regards to performance. I don't know, man.
You know what wasn't disappointing?
What?
That Deadpool and Wolverine trailer.
I refuse to watch it. I haven't watched it.
Oh my God.
I'm going in blind, Jay. I want to go blind as much as I can.
I can't tell you how many times I've watched it.
Oh, I'm sure you have. And I want to watch it, but I'm trying to have discipline. I wish I could have this much discipline with my diet.
Yeah.
In regards to what I'm doing. I think I just want to go in blind and enjoy it and be surprised.
I mean, they didn't...
So, instead of knowing because it just feels like it's the Marvel thing to do when they know they're struggling. They're like, okay, we're going back to the well. We're going to go back and we're going to hope that Ryan Reynolds and, the breaking the fourth wall, smart alecky, and we're bringing back Wolverine. Everyone loves Wolverine. And I just want to know nothing else.
Yeah.
I want to be surprised. I really do.
So, these won't be spoilers, but there's a scene where he fights in front of a destroyed 20th Century Fox logo.
I like that part. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
So, there was a lot of very cool stuff in it. I'm so excited for this movie.
I am too. I'm excited. There's something, maybe I'll break down because it's coming out in the summer, right? It's the summer. What point? What's our release date?
I think it got pushed to July. Let me pull up my calendar real quick. Because originally it was supposed to be May.
So, they pushed it
July 26th.
Okay. That's an odd release date. What's up with that date? Because that's not a major holiday weekend.
No, but late summer. I mean, there's nothing really coming out after it, so it could get a long run in the theaters this way.
No, and I agree. I agree with it. It's just you'd think that would be your either put it early summer or put it right at your 4th of July release.
Yeah.
Because Will Smith doesn't own that holiday anymore. So
yeah, because 4th of July right now, the big ones are Beverly Hills Cop, which is coming out on Netflix, and then Despicable Me 4.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. So, how about this? Give me your review. Give me your non-spoiler review of the trailer.
I was so excited. On the Super Bowl, they showed just a small portion of it and said, it's now online. And I pulled up my phone and watched it. And then I grabbed my tablet and watched it on a bigger screen. Okay. Lots of little Easter eggs in there, but they don't really show who's in the movie.
So Easter eggs, and only Easter eggs that a hardcore fan would recognize, or Easter eggs that the general audience could recognize?
Probably more the hardcore fan. Okay. Like you don't see faces, but you see the background of like the back silhouette shot of the bad guy.
Okay. Gotcha.
You get the back shot of another character. I don't want to go into. I want to wait till you see it and then I'll tell you.
Should I just break down? Because is it going to spoil the movie? If I watch the trailer?
No, it does not.
Because is it going to give away all the cameos that I'm
no,
zero cameos are in this trailer.
No, I mean you don't even see the confirmed people like Jennifer Garner or Daniel Radcliffe.
He's confirmed.
He's confirmed.
I thought you said you said they were putting out false information so that we would think that they're in it, but
no.
It was the tactic of everybody's in this movie just so you think everybody's in the movie, but they're not really not in it.
No, like Jennifer Garner and Daniel Radcliffe had been confirmed.
Well, now it's spoiled. Now you spoiled it for me. I can't go see the movie.
No, too bad. No, the real problem for me is going to be when I go opening day, do I go full family or do I take Aaron first so we can watch it and be like, cover your ears at this point. Don't watch what happens on screen here.
You guys, it's too late. Your kids are scarred, dude.
Well,
why are you even bothering at this point?
Well, in the first movie, when they go through all the holiday sex scenes, we made them. We fast forwarded through as much of it as we could without missing anything.
But that's my point. As much as we could.
Yeah.
So they still saw some of it. What's the point?
Like they didn't see International Women's Day.
Oh my god! All right, should we do it right now? Should we do this live for our audience? Should I watch it?
Yeah.
Did you watch the Red Band trailer or did you watch the official full trailer? Which
I watched the official full. I did not watch the Red Band. Trailer. Here, I'm going to pause it so you can watch it, and then I will unpause it and we'll keep going.
All right. We're back. Are we live?
Yep, we're live.
All right. So, Jay talked me into it. I watched the trailer. Thanks for spoiling the entire movie for me.
Yeah.
No, that trailer really didn't spoil anything. You saw Pyro, and I'm trying to think. It almost looked like Dr. Doom, to be honest with you. I know it's not, but there's a character. I'm not sure who it is.
Yeah, people have wondered that. That was one of the things that came out of it. There was a shot.
Clue who it's supposed to be?
We don't know.
Okay.
There was a shot of a bald-headed woman you could see from the back.
I didn't see a bald-headed woman. I'd have to watch it again, I guess.
Yeah, that's Cassandra Nova. They've pretty much confirmed she's in it.
Okay, gotcha.
And then you get Shatterstar at the birthday party.
I'd have to watch it again.
Yeah, I missed it too. It was a lot of like spoiler articles afterwards that talked about who was in it. And then there's a scene in a bar where you see a guy sitting at it with a Wolverine haircut and a white jacket. Mm-hmm. Like Patch.
Who's Patch?
Patch is the Wolverine alter ego in Mandapore.
I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, that was from the Chris Claremont run. I think he created like the first regular series Wolverine featured Patch for a while.
Because that's the name in that Isn't that the name of Batman's alter ego? No, it was Batman's alter ego he uses. No, he's Matches. He's Matches Malone.
Matches Malone.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. So here, I'm going to do this. Easter eggs, Deadpool trailer. Guess I might as well go in all the way now. Let's see what I can find here.
Yeah, but it really gave you nothing of the story.
Yeah.
So there are backgrounds like when he's running through the woods, it's from Logan.
Okay. All Marvel movies referenced in Deadpool and Wolverine. Whatever. I'm not. Okay. Whatever. So no, it looks great. It does. I like the fact that Tom's in it. We get Tom again, and that's his name, right, from Deadpool 2?
No, it's
No, it's Tom, isn't it?
No, it's not Tom. Crap, what's the guy's name now?
Who is this guy? Hold on.
With the mustache.
Yeah. Oh, it brings up the actual comic book.
I'm almost there. Peter.
What?
Peter.
Oh, it's Peter. You're right. Peter was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Do you know who I need to know if he's in it or not? Isn't it? What's his name? His cab driver. Is his cab driver in
Depender? I believe Depender was in the birthday party.
All right, great, good. If he's not in that movie, come on now. He's got to be.
I mean, we already lost Weasel.
Yeah, I don't. Why is he blacklisted by her? I don't understand what he did that was so. What did he do that was so bad?
He got Me Too'd.
Is that what? He's
Yeah.
married though. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Regardless. So, all right, yeah, no, it looks great. We're gonna have all kinds of fun with that movie. It's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let me see. Let's see. We're done with that one. Talking about Madden Web. Do you have any more articles or anything like that?
Matthew Vaughn said if he could, he'd come back to DC movies, or he'd move to DC movies with Henry Cavill and do Red Son.
Yeah, I saw that headline. Anything to get Henry Cavill back to the Superman. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But hey, he's Marvel now apparently in an unknown role.
Rumors Captain Britain, maybe. That's too easy.
That or Doom. I'm seeing both, but Doom keeps getting shot down.
Okay.
Did you watch the X-Men? Did you watch the X-Men '97 trailer?
I did watch that. Yeah, that was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Cool.
I really liked how they opened it with the TV, like the old school TV with the old show playing.
Fox Kids, dude.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, that was good. And then something a little non-comic book. Salem's Lot has been pushed on their weekend for release.
So that's going to be a movie, correct?
Yes, and it was supposed to be coming out at the end of the year.
Are we doing a two-parter? Or are we just trying to do the whole movie in one thing?
I think it was just one.
Huh. They're going to try to... That's a lot to scrunch into one movie there.
Yeah. Apparently... Let me find the article. It got pushed. I know that. Stephen King was upset about it. There's speculation it could go straight to Max.
Oh, no. Stephen King, I'm not sure why Warner Brothers is holding back Salem's Lot remake, as it's quite good.
Yeah, he said it. Yeah, I've seen the new Salem's Lot, and it's quite good. Old school horror filmmaking, slow build, big payoff.
Nice. Okay. I love it's from the 70s, right? I think
so.
I love that one, man. I unabashedly love that one because the look of Barlow is so cool in that movie. He looks so demonic.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool.
So it was originally supposed to come out Labor Day 2022. Got moved to spring 2023, and they still haven't released it.
Interesting. So they're just not confident at all.
Yeah.
So they might just be going the Batgirl route and saying, nope.
I hope not, because I really want to see this.
I'd be interested. I don't think I'd go. I'll watch it on Max, but yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm wondering if he's also upset because if it doesn't actually go out and play, he doesn't get any money. Is that why Stephen King is kind of pissed about it not coming out?
Maybe, but
he's at that point where he shouldn't care anymore, right?
I think he's got a stake in it because I think he's working on a lot more of his properties than he used to.
Okay.
And so if he's got something invested in it, I mean, just for the fact to have it come out to a new audience might get people to read it. Book sales would go up.
There you go. Well, there's your headlines. I don't know if we're gonna have time for our topic because I got a lot of homework to go over with you.
Okay, yeah, let's just go to homework and we can push Book Club Part 2 to next week.
It's already 9. Yeah.
Yep.
I think we took a lot of time trying to watch the Wolverine trailer.
Yeah.
The Deadpool Wolverine trailer.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I did a lot of work. I did a lot of work. I want to make sure. Maybe we'll talk about it next time we actually get to the topic because I got a big list here.
Yeah.
That I think it'll take a lot of time to discuss. Maybe.
Probably.
Don't know. But I don't have the time tonight to. We can't do a 2.5 hour episode.
Yeah.
We just can't.
Yeah.
So I will let you kick off.
Okay.
In regards to what you watched, what you read.
Okay. First thing I got down.
A lot?
A little bit, but some of it I'll fly through. Some of it's rewatch.
Okay.
Okay. I saw Next Goal Wins is on Hulu.
I almost pushed play on it, but I didn't know if it was appropriate for kids around or not.
It's fine for kids.
Movie? It is? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's Taika Waititi humor, so they might not get it. Really good movie. Good story based on real events. Really liked it. Michael Fassbender was great.
He usually is.
Yeah. So, yeah, I recommend it. I'll probably watch it with my family now that I've seen it. We've already mentioned watching the Marvels. I enjoyed it. It was a fun movie. It was good having Kelsey Grammer back.
That's the only saving grace to that movie for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to use what the kids on the street are saying these days is cringe. A lot of it was cringe. It was the forced humor.
Yeah.
Seemed very forced at times.
Yeah.
They kind of wasted Samuel Jackson. I don't think maybe he just didn't need to be a big part of the movie, but he shouldn't be comic relief.
Yeah.
You know? That's not what he's there for.
I mean, if anything, you got Kamala there to be the more comic relief to these more serious characters.
And then when they went to the planet where they only sang, I was like, I get it a little bit, but okay. I'm trying to decide if Kamala's going to grow on me or not. Her family's hilarious. I kind of just like the family dynamic. That I could watch all day long because that's like an old school sitcom. Is what it is, to be honest with you. And of course, we get the little tease there at the end where she calls Kate Bishop.
Yep.
And we're putting something together. So we're going to get Champions is what I'm going to... Young Avengers or Champions. I guess we'll go Champions, right?
They'll probably... I think they're going to say Young Avengers just
what they'll say. Okay.
Just to capitalize on the Avenger title.
So, and then if you're going Young Avengers, okay, but if you're going to go Champions, if they're going to use that lineup from Champions, we got to get Miles in here somehow. You got to get him in here quick if we're going to try to bounce to that.
So that's the problem. I think they're merging the two together. Okay. And so they could get away without Miles for a while.
What are we waiting for? Are they just like...
I don't know.
They want to wait till things get so bad where people are just like, all right, I think I'm done. But then all of a sudden they go, wait. We got our one last card to play. Well, I know we got Fantastic Four, and I think the mutants will save them.
Yeah.
I think people are dying for a really good X-Men movie.
Yeah.
Because when they do it right, it's so damn good. I mean, we all can agree X-Men's really good when they get it right.
Yep.
Or are they waiting and they're just going to go, I guess, you know what I mean? Miles will be the savior of it all. I hope they're not trying to do that. Because it's not fair to Miles. Because if they do Miles wrong, how many people? There's gonna be me being the head of them. If you get Miles wrong, I'm gonna fucking revolt. Because you can't mess him up. That's how important he is. You can't mess him up.
So I wonder if there's something out there with Sony where they can't do it yet. Maybe they have to wait till after the next Spider-Verse drops.
Okay. I'm curious. I really need to know.
Because every other Spider-Man character is tied up with Sony.
Yeah.
And Marvel's had to kind of work with them to co-produce these movies and to use Spider-Man
Miles.
characters.
He's not the Peter Parker Spider-Man.
But I
Why
think
don't you call him Miles and not use Spider-Man in the title?
I don't know. You'll have a segment of the population that won't be happy about it. The people that identify with Miles as a Black Latino character.
I meant just to get around the legality of being able to use the character. That's all I meant by that. I just want to be able to see Miles on screen. That's all I really want.
Oh, yeah. No, I do too. But I mean, if you have him on screen and you don't call him Spider-Man, there's going to be upset people.
Yeah, I guess. I don't. Why would you be upset? We get to see Miles in live action, and you got to cast it right. You can't mess up on that casting.
No,
you got to write it correctly.
Yeah.
His story's too amazing. He's too beloved. Isn't it crazy that his character is from what, 2010 maybe?
Somewhere around there.
Or is that too long?
No, I think that's about right.
Here you go. Let's do it. First appearance of Miles.
Yeah. What, Ultimate Fallout?
Yeah. I still remember the date.
I want to say it's close to that.
2011.
All right.
2011. He's this beloved, and he's only been quote unquote alive, if I want to say it that way.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it. He's so beloved already, and you just can't mess him up. It'd be almost like once we get maybe I don't know. I'm trying to think how I'd compare him in the DC world. You can't, like, if you wanted to do something pretty fantastic in the DC world, but I guess maybe not enough people know of John and Damian.
Yeah.
But if you did a Super Sons movie or some kind, you can't mess that up. You can't get that casting wrong for those guys.
Oh, agreed. That's exactly what I was thinking of when you said that.
So, but Miles, I think, is even more important. I think Miles is such an important character. In a world that's so divisive right now, talk about a character that everybody loves. They've not done one thing with Miles to make him divisive.
Yeah.
At all. Like, okay, already John Kent, regardless of where you stand on that subject of any of it.
Yep.
I love John. And then Damian, he's divisive, but John's divisive. John just is, right?
Right.
It is. Damian's divisive because some people just hate him, but some people just love him to death, right?
Yep.
Miles, unless you're just a hardcore racist, and you're never going to win those people, but the general population, he's as beloved of the character in the Marvel universe. Maybe not, because you can't say MCU because he doesn't exist there yet.
Right.
But in Marvel comic books, is there anyone that doesn't consider Miles to be beloved? I can't think of anybody that would say that. Why would you hate? Who hates Miles? Who? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone.
And I can't think of a bad story. Like, I have not read one comic where I go, this is boring. Miles is kind of no. Everything that he's just interesting, and he's written, and the voice you hear in your head is of a kid that you're pulling for all the time.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the difference between him and Peter is Peter just got the worst luck in the world.
Yeah.
And you just know something bad is around the corner. But with Miles, you're like rooting for this kid because he has all the potential in the world. But he doesn't have that bad Parker luck. He doesn't have the Parker luck thing going for him.
Yeah, because I mean, in the Ultimate Universe, you could almost say he had his Peter moment early on, but everything's kind of worked out for him.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, God, he's so awesome. And
yeah.
Let's go. Let's just go. Man.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, I tangented on that.
No, it's all right.
I apologize. So.
No. All right, next, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation.
Okay. Rogue Nation. That's the one before Cavill, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a solid movie. It's as good as the other ones.
They're all good, man.
Yeah.
I enjoy every single one of them.
Tom Cruise ran, so I was happy.
Of course. Just gets the Cavill one.
Yeah.
Dude. So good.
That's next. We might do it this weekend if timing works out.
Cool.
We watched Thanksgiving with Kaylee.
How did you get it? Did you rent it? Because I can't find it on any streaming service unless it just popped up and I just didn't notice.
It might have just popped up because she found it and put it on.
Because that's one I've got on hold at the library. I'm chomping at the bit to watch it because it's Eli Roth.
Yeah,
and I've heard nothing but good things.
It was a lot of fun.
Nice. All right. Cool.
For For someone that doesn't watch a lot of horror,
is it supposed to be silly? It is. Oh no!
It's got.
I didn't want it to be silly.
It's got your jump scares, but it's got silly moments too.
Okay.
Like the beginning of it on Black Friday.
Okay, gotcha. All right. I thought that maybe my thoughts of what I had in my head in regards to the setting of the movie, it was supposed to be like Pilgrim times almost.
No, it's modern.
Modern. I know nothing about it. I was going in blind, dude. So okay, all right.
The Black Friday stuff was so silly and fun that we went back and rewatched it with Will, and he hates those movies.
Nice, that's awesome. It also you're giving me the vibe of Violent Night, where we watched it with Kate, and she was just the kill scenes are so over the top,
yeah.
Right? But you're like, oh, this was awesome.
Yeah.
So, all right, now I'm looking forward to that. So, but even you're not the biggest horror fan. I mean, you enjoy Stephen King stuff, but
yeah.
This one you liked?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So horror that you liked. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm down with it. It's on my list. Trust me, I want to watch it. I gotta. You need to remember where you caught it. I gotta find out where I can watch it.
I'll ask Kaylee and let you know.
Okay.
I watched a movie on Amazon Prime I had saved for a while called Project Almanac. It's from 2020. No, it might have been earlier than that.
We've talked about this before. I thought
it's a time travel movie.
Are you sure we didn't talk about this already?
Yeah, unless you saw it and told me to watch it.
No, I just know with you and your time travel movies. Okay, I
don't
know. I think you've told me about it before, but okay, because it's let's see, high school science nerd who dreams of going to MIT when he and his friends find his late father's plans for a temporal displacement device. David can't wait to start tinkering. When they finally get the device to work, the teenagers jump at the opportunity to manipulate time in their favor, but their joy is short-lived when they begin to discover the consequences of their actions. So butterfly effects.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, it was a lot of fun. It's pretty much a cast of nobodies, although the little sister in it is from Fall. She's the girl that had the
nice.
She had the shoe put inside of her.
Right there, the blonde. Yeah. Okay.
She was actually Carolina Dean from
in Runaways.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm familiar with her. Yeah,
yeah.
But the movie came out 2015.
15. Okay.
Yeah. Didn't get very good scores on Rotten Tomatoes. I'll tell you that.
It was an interesting movie though.
Yeah. 6.3 on IMDb. So
yeah,
kind of one of those meh movies. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
middle of the road.
Yeah, and I'm a sucker for time travel, so I enjoyed it.
Cool.
We watched this movie called Level 16 with Kaylee. It was weird. I probably wouldn't ever watch it on my own, but it was something she found and put on. It's about this weird society where these girls are kind of bred to be sold to families, and they kind of discover it and fight back and break out of the school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says this level 16 disturbing. Something about corpse with her face removed, a teen mutilating her own face by slicing through her skin.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, 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 blah. So self-harm and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Girls in a prison-like boarding school embark on a desperate search to uncover the awful truth behind their captivity.
Yeah. Kind of dystopian future type thing.
Yeah.
So, not really for me.
Okay.
And then this is kind of where I blur between new stuff and stuff we've seen.
Okay.
Kids want to go through the Hunger Games marathon, so we started with the prequel. We rented it off Amazon. It was not as good as the original series of movies, but it was okay.
Have you or any of the kids read the book?
Yeah, Aaron and I have read the books. I think Kaylee's read them all. Will's read the first one.
So, but I'm saying, but
this new book? No, I don't think any of us have read the new book.
Okay, the Ballad of Songbird. So we have it here at the house. Birdie got it for Christmas, and I'm still waiting for him to finish it.
Yeah.
Before I kind of try to crack into it. I was just curious, book versus movie.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting much from the movie. If you were to tell me that that's okay, I'll still watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, but
it's okay.
Avoid it at all costs. So yeah, I'll still watch it.
The other ones were so much better.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and then for rewatches on movies, I needed something to watch, so I threw on Everything Everywhere All at Once again, and it held up, and I still love that movie.
Still love that movie.
Yeah.
All right. So is that all your movies?
One more, Ready Player One. Okay. We rewatched that.
Okay.
And it's just a fun movie.
It's on Netflix, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had read something where I think Ready Player 2 might get a movie, but I've heard only horrible things about the book. Didn't you read the book?
Yes, I read the book. It was so bad.
Yeah, see, that makes me apprehensive. So
And it makes me worried to ever go back and reread the first book because his writing is not great, but I think the nostalgia at the time and when it came out, it was just perfect. Okay. But if I go back now, it's going to be like, I'm going to kind of cringe through a lot of it.
Okay. So
that's the general consensus I've gotten about the book.
Okay. I'm going to cut you off from everything you read, just because of my time crunch here I got.
Yeah.
I do want to ask, though, because I thought last time we talked, I recommended Superman Smashes the Klan.
I have not read it yet.
Okay, but did I recommend that to you?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. And at the time, I don't know if I'd finished it. I thought I told you I was about halfway through.
Yeah, I think you were.
I understand now why everyone recommends it. It's good. I'm not trying to oversell it or overhype it or anything like that. But man, as far as why Superman isn't, if you find someone that says, "Okay, I want to read comic books. I like Superman. Tell me what books to read." That whole exercise we've gone through, right?
Yeah.
I understand now why people added this book onto that list.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that. It's not trying to overhype by any means, but man, I love that book. It's a good one. Really, really good. Let me try to go through my movies pretty quick.
Okay.
Because there's one movie on here in particular that might take a little bit more time, I guess, than the rest. So I just want to try to go through. Okay, so Cobweb. Let your daughter watch that one. There's nothing too inappropriate about it. It was okay. A couple good jump scares.
Okay.
But not the best horror movie ever. But I have a movie for you that I don't think anyone ever talked about. It's a Prime movie. I don't think it ever got theatrical release. But it's not like a formula that hasn't ever been done before. What's the one with Edward Norton and Richard Gere?
Primal Fear?
It's got Primal Fear vibes to it.
Okay.
It's a movie called Nefarious. Okay. I want to give the guy, he's a Boondock Saint. I wish I memorized what his real name is. It's not Norman Reedus, it's the other one.
Sean Patrick Flannery.
Okay, so Sean Patrick Flannery is the main star of the movie. Okay.
Yeah.
It will never get Oscar contention by any means, but Sean Patrick Flannery is so fantastically brilliant in this movie. And he's not like the best actor ever, right? He's just a guy that, he's from Boondock, and we all know Boondock, right?
Yeah.
It's one of the best acting performances I think I've ever seen.
Better than him in Suicide Kings.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. This guy, he knocks it out of the park in this movie. It's not the best movie, and I know I'm giving it a lot of hype, and I'm just trying to give him the praise.
Yeah.
Because it's just a great... Is it Oscar worthy? Man, it's good. It's good. It's not, I guess, because it's not so unique to the point where it's never been done before, but I just think he did such a great job. I highly recommend you watch it.
Okay.
Highly recommend it. And the funny thing is the next movie, because Amazon does the whole recommend thing after you watch it.
Yeah.
I did take one of the recommendations called Johnny Frank Garrett's Last Word.
Okay.
And the funny thing is Sean Patrick Flannery is in that one too. It was okay. It's no, I don't want to say it's okay. It's meh. It's like whatever. It's a movie. It wasn't a waste of time, but I don't know if I'd ever watch it again, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let me see. This one is definitely, since we've been talking about good horror movies. You'll have to seek it out. I don't know if it's on anything. I got mine from the library.
Okay.
I understand why it was a hidden gem amongst the YouTube critics that like the horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's one called Talk to Me.
Okay.
Made by two brothers they've got a good following on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And this was their directorial debut. And they're Australian. And the main actress just kills it. She's awesome. She's so good in it. Probably went on a little too long. One of those movies that didn't know when to stop kind of thing.
Yeah.
In one of those horror movies, I put it on the level of an Ari Aster film. Same guy that did Hereditary.
Yeah.
But you didn't love Hereditary like I did. I think you said you were like, it's okay or whatever. Maybe, or did you not like it? I can't remember.
No, it was good.
Okay. Along those lines.
Okay.
A horror movie, but draped inside of one of those that makes you think.
Yeah.
Okay. But not to the point where you're like, oh my God, I don't want a master's degree. I just want to watch a movie, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I look at it. And then I got 2 more, and then I get to the top 2 of my list.
Okay.
All right, this is why movies are awesome. Mutant Mayhem. You did not hype that up enough.
It was so good.
Glorious movie. Music was incredible. On par. My daughter's like, where's Miles?
Yeah.
Because the music was on par with Miles' movies.
Oh, yeah.
The art style was awesome.
Yeah.
The kids' voices were awesome. I like that they went that route. Jackie Chan was okay as Splinter. I don't know. What did you think about that? As Splinter?
Yeah. I was more into the Turtles than I was him.
Correct. Same. And the reimagining of April.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I could take it or leave it. Doesn't bother me one way or the other. She wasn't my favorite. I didn't hate her, though.
Modern take on her.
All I'm saying is that the Turtles were awesome.
Yeah.
They were so fun. The movie was fun. The villain was cool. That was Ice Cube, right?
Yes.
Sorry. Okay, making sure I'm hearing it right.
Yep.
But great movie. The art was just incredible. I love that artwork. That was great.
So what do you do? Across the Spider-Verse or that?
Oh, Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse is going to win out.
Right.
If you're saying which one I like better?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Spider-Verse.
Because I went Mutant Mayhem over it.
Really? You like Mutant Mayhem more than Spider-Verse?
I did. I don't know. Just Spider-Verse was missing something from the first one.
Okay. No, I hear what you're saying. It didn't.
You can't go wrong with either one of them.
The first one was just so different than what we've seen before.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with it. But the art style, I mean, I could, if you were to argue to me and say, "Hey, man, this is just a ripoff of Spider-Verse, man," I'm like, no, it's different enough. The artwork's different enough.
Yeah,
you can tell the difference. But I wouldn't begrudge you for making that argument.
Yeah, I totally get that argument too, because cartoons are usually so clean.
Yeah,
and then you got Spider-Verse, which, depending on who you were looking at, characters would be blurry.
Mm-hmm. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, and so Turtles just went for it.
Yeah, no, I loved it. Great movie.
Yeah.
This was a blind spot I filled in just because I wanted it because I was about to leave. Netflix, I think, is what it was on. Lone Survivor. Did you ever watch that one?
Never saw it.
If it's still on there, try to catch it before it leaves.
Okay.
So good. Peter Berg.
Yeah.
So writer, director, producer, Friday Night Lights. It's definitely Peter Berg style. He has his Peter Berg people usually in his stuff. He kind of likes to work with the same kind of people.
Yeah.
All the time. What a phenomenal story. Because it's all true story.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking. There are times in this movie, Jen kind of joined me after the fact of starting it, and we both kind of sat down. She got sucked into it.
Yeah.
It's just certain parts you're just like, it breaks your heart. There's a philosophical debate you have with yourself that we paused the movie and we had the debate amongst us.
Yeah.
So if it makes a husband and wife talk with each other, I always think that's a great sign of a really good movie, because that's what makes movies great. You can stop it, talk about it. The whole what would you do, what's right, what's wrong, morals, values, ethics, all these things.
Is
wonderful
a good
conversation piece.
Is it good to talk to your spouse, though? I mean, I've been married 20 years at this point.
Yes.
I know.
It is. Depends on when. It also depends on when, though. Don't talk to when you're trying to watch the game. That's just leave me alone and watch the game. We'll talk after.
Yeah.
So yeah, highly recommend. I almost want to read the book because of it, but I think after I watch the movie, maybe I've seen the book basically. But,
yeah.
But whatever. All right, so that leads me to my last 2.
Okay.
I'm going to start with the one that I'm so happy that I restarted and gave it another shot.
Yeah.
And damn me for not appreciating what I had. How about that?
Okay.
Dune is so good.
It is.
Dune is. Here's the thing, and I think I said it to you on text. Denis Villeneuve and the cinematographer doing these Dune movies with him.
Yeah.
It is artwork. It is artwork. It is beautiful. The story's awesome. I kind of get where they're saying, "Hey, Star Wars might have ripped off." It's not. It's not at all. But it's maybe an homage. There's some, or maybe there's some ideas that kind of cross.
Well, I mean,
cross-sec, but
in Tatooine, the Dune Sea is because of Dune.
Yeah.
So
no, I get you. So but I don't think it's not a direct ripoff.
Right.
It's not. I will not buy that for a second.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac's amazing. Rebecca Ferguson's amazing. I'm not a big Timothy Chalamet fan, but dude, Chalamet was great in this.
He was.
He's really, really good. We've got freaking Duncan Idaho is probably one of the best names of a movie of an action hero ever. I love that name. It's so ridiculous.
Yep.
I kind of want to go back and watch the old versions of it just to see how crazy they were with the bad effects.
It's so crazy.
Right.
They're such different films.
My biggest critique that I sold you that the episode of our title of this episode, what I call it, sand anuses, I think.
Yes.
That's what they call it. Those sandworms, that's a butthole.
Looks like
So I don't know if Denis Villeneuve just has a funny sense of humor.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, come on, man. That was so hilarious.
Yeah.
And this is not funny. Nothing about this is funny. It's all actually pretty serious. It's a great sci-fi movie. I am enjoying this to the nth degree. It made me go, why did I hate this the first time I tried to start it? I don't understand. And it's not like it was super slow. I mean, it's a long movie for part one.
Well, and it really will pick up in the second half.
And you guys are going to go see it, I'm guessing, this weekend, right?
Is it
out, right? I thought it came out. Or is it next week?
I think it's next week.
Oh, okay. Then my bad.
Let me see. I got my calendar.
I might go to the theater to watch it because it's so fresh to me that if I wait too long, I might lose some of the Dune momentum, I guess is what you say.
Yeah.
But wow, great sci-fi, and not too sci-fi that's weird sci-fi. This is just good.
Yeah.
This is good sci-fi right here.
It'll be next week.
It is next week. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can understand if you're saying, hey, this is first week theater worthy. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. It's fun. This was a fun, good sci-fi movie. Beautifully shot.
We saw the trailer for 2, and Will goes, I still haven't seen the first one. I forgot he wasn't with us the night we watched on HBO, so we'll probably watch it again this week, or at least before we go to the theater.
Do it if you guys go on a Friday, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a long movie to try it on a school night, unless they don't have school on that Friday, or maybe go on a Saturday. I think it will be better. I think it will be so good if you guys go back to back. I think he'll really like it if you go back to back.
I don't know if we have anything going on next weekend. If we don't, I could do. Hey, let's watch it on Saturday morning and go Saturday afternoon.
Boom, done. That's a great idea, man. That's awesome.
Because it got me thinking. We did Lord of the Rings that way.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, no, this was, dude, it's so good.
Oh,
This was so good.
That jerk, he's got soccer.
What a jerk.
I know.
So, okay, and then I got my last review for you.
Okay.
We'll have to we'll wrap up after this review.
Okay.
Because of how much we'd have to look it up to see what's in competition with it. If Oppenheimer does not win the Best Picture of the year, something is devastatingly wrong with giving out the awards.
Yeah.
But now, mind you, I have still not finished Killers of the Flower Moon. I need to finish that one. I'm still only about 15 minutes into it. I'm not saying it's bad. I just haven't had time.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll have it done before our next episode. But, wow. What's his name? Murphy.
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy. Performance of a lifetime.
Yes. Very much so.
Of a lifetime. It's I don't want to say it's a thriller, but it gives you the rush of a thriller when it's not. You know what's going to happen. You know everything about it. It's so well done. The script, how the movie looked, the build up, just
the supporting cast.
Oh, I know. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. Or God, I said it. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. Robert Downey Jr. If I could say my words right.
Yeah.
So good.
Matt Damon was really good.
Matt Damon knocked it out of the park, and I think that's his first time working on a Nolan movie, if I remember.
He had a role in Interstellar. It was kind of like a cameo where he showed up, and you're like, "Holy cow, it's Matt Damon!"
Okay, and well, It's disappointing McConaughey didn't show up in this one. To be
Yeah.
honest, I like when Nolan uses the same people in this movie. I
Yeah.
enjoy that. And even if they're only in there briefly, I always like that he tries to do that.
Yeah.
This movie, the story is incredible, but the hubris of Oppenheimer and the almost autistic part of him
Yeah.
is incredible. A flawed character, kind of like Beautiful Mind.
Yep.
In regards to, you have a flawed character that just doesn't know. He's so smart, it's almost to a detriment to him. You know.
Yep.
The struggles of people. Like, I said that to myself when I'm watching this, and I think I said to Jen. Well, she kind of came in and out of it here and there, and I go, "What a blessing and a curse at the same time."
Yeah.
To be able to think on that level, where no one, it's hard. Who can relate to you when you think on a level that people just can't comprehend? You know. I just couldn't say enough positive things about this movie. The music's incredible. Cinematography is incredible. Murphy's defining role of his career. Although I still not seen Peaky Blinders. I've heard he's incredible in that.
Yeah. Going back to his
movie.
intelligence, it goes to that fact of like a person to succeed needs a balance of book intelligence and street intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And because it shows you he's got the book intelligence, but he doesn't, like, he wouldn't be able to handle like just hanging out with people, it seems like.
In a way, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Just a very flawed person.
Yeah.
A flawed person, and at some point you might go even a bad person.
Yeah.
You could argue that, but then just the moral and ethical debate that you would have to have with yourself.
Yeah.
That internal struggle of this is about it's the most awful thing that has ever been created, but it was the most important thing to ever be created.
Yeah.
Because again, the war to end all wars, we still had war after, but man, we still don't cross that line, do we?
No.
We've never crossed that line since. As a species, what I mean by that. And it's just to even just be there to see it happen for the first time.
Yeah.
I can imagine was like, because the thing that blew me away, my favorite scene in the movie, it's just one of those things that you needed to be in a theater to really probably get the best effect of it, was when the explosion goes off for the first time, right?
Yeah.
Or basically the only time when they're doing the test, right?
Yeah.
And it goes off and they focus on the brightness. Like, it's super dark, but then, of course, the brightness of that mushroom cloud, right? It's the aftershock boom.
Yep.
It comes flying at like Damon and all those people that were so far away from it. After the boom went through the shack where they did the launch from, and it hits you even further away, and that boom just hits people, and I'm like, the power that they unleash with this thing, it's still unfathomable to us because we are aware of it, but we just didn't live it.
Yep.
And the fact that there's no way that you could even try to comprehend it and say, all right, go in this wind booth or something like that and let the wind hit you at a really high speed or something like that. No, it still wouldn't be able to give you that shocking feeling of what it would feel like to be hit with that aftershock of that powerful bomb. Oh my God, it was incredible.
The closest would be when you go to Six Flags and the water ride that goes down
Tidal
the water.
wave?
Yeah.
No, and that's not even doing it justice.
No, it wouldn't.
That's like a tenth of a degree of nowhere near it. But
maybe the coldness of the water.
It's that shock of just all of a sudden it's calm. All of a sudden, boom! It hits you. Right?
Yeah.
No, incredible. I wish I could have had the sound system of the theater to be able to see what would have been like with that.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why Nolan movies are all theater worthy at this point. You know?
Because every one of them is an event.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think what really did it justice too was jumping back and forth in the timeline, where it's the hearing, and then as he's explaining it, you get to experience what he's explaining.
Yep. Brilliant way to do it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have changed the thing. Would not have changed the thing.
Yeah.
No negative things for me. So my question to you then turns into, from what you know of for their kind of up for the running for Best Picture this year, is there anything else on that list that you kind of thinking, that might be our sleeper? Because here's what happens with a Nolan movie. It's obviously the best movie of the year.
Yeah.
He never wins it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This might be the one.
Takes it.
This might be the one.
So?
It deserves it. And he's at the point where they got to like make up for past movies. Kind of like Denzel winning it.
To the level of like, who was it? Scorsese that didn't win one for a really long time, and all of a sudden he won it. Or
I think so. I think it was.
Like you had to find something. You had to award this guy.
Yeah,
because
he didn't win anything until what? The Departed.
I think you might be right. Yeah. Okay, so I need to type in 24. So Best Picture 24.
Yeah, it'd be.
Okay. I want to see the nominees.
The Holdovers are one of them. See,
this movie's bad. The Holdovers I love that movie.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't be upset. Well, I would be upset. God, you put up his performance in The Holdovers versus Murphy in this one.
I know.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Oh, wow. All right, well, here you go. Maestro is up for it. Killers of the Flower Moon. So you always got to worry about Leo winning one. Barbie. I can't believe Barbie's up for Best Picture, really. That's Best Picture nominee.
Well, you got to remember they expanded Best Picture to kind of include some of the more fan-favorite box office movies.
Let's see. The Holdovers, which we both love. Past Lives, we both got to watch that. I think that's an A24, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, and hey, that one movie that Talked to Me, that's A24, by the way.
Okay.
Let's see. Poor Things. This is the one I'm worried about. Poor Things is the one that's going to be the darling of the Hollywood elite that love these artsy-fartsy movies where they're doing weird shit on the movie.
Yeah.
And it's that Yorgos Lanthimos director, the guy that did Killing of a Sacred Deer and The Lobster.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch those?
No, I didn't.
Garbage movies. Garbage. This guy's as bad as the guy that does the Northman stuff.
Ooh.
Those two guys should be best friends. They make garbage movies.
Yeah.
Oh. The Zone of Interest, that one I'm worried about possibly taken away from Oppenheimer. I don't know anything about Anatomy of a Fall. American Fiction, I'm thinking what's
Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah, I'm thinking he might take Best Actor. Gotta watch it.
I heard it's amazing.
But then Oppenheimer.
The
problem with predicting what's going to win Best Picture is it's always the one that you know should probably win, but they're going to come in and get you on one that you're like, really? Okay, whatever, fine.
Yeah.
I don't think Oppenheimer's going to win just because they don't want to let it win. They don't want to let the Best Picture win. They just don't.
Yep.
Because I will argue to the death with you that I know you love that movie so much, but The Whale was a better movie.
Yeah.
It just was. It was a better movie.
Rewatchability, though.
I know. We'll never agree on that. I love that we'll never agree on it.
I know.
It's great. It's great. So, all right, there you have. That was my last review. I wanted to give that a glowing review, and I think the only other one on the list that's probably readily available, I think, is Past Lives. I think you can get that on a streaming service, I believe.
Okay, I'll have to look into that.
And then I'm going to ask that you watch Poor Things. I don't want to. I watched The Lobster. I watched Killing of a Sacred Deer. It's your turn to watch a Yorgos Lanthimos movie.
Okay.
take one for the team.
Okay, I'll do that.
And here's the thing. I know you're going to like it because it's going to be so stupid weird. You're like, I like the weird.
Yep.
That's what you're going to say.
It probably will.
I know. It kills me. It kills me that you do that. So, all right, that's it. I know you probably got some books, but let's tackle those next time.
All right, here
I'm
gonna throw one at you.
Okay,
it's a 2-trade. Rick, remember, it's called A Righteous Thirst for Violence.
Righteous Thirst for Violence. Okay,
it's about a guy who goes on the dark web and finds out about this murder, and he goes and prevents it, and how it just kind of ruins his life.
Give me 1 second. Gotta see if this is available.
It's 11 issues.
Righteous?
A Righteous Thirst for Violence. So,
I have a deluxe edition. Let's see. I don't think I need a deluxe edition. Right.
It might have the full 11 issues in the deluxe.
Is that what you think it is?
Yeah, I think so.
And that's a ebook, so I can probably get that ebook. But I always prefer the paper if I can get a copy of the paper. I can get it. I got it. Hold on.
All right.
and there's only one copy in the entire St. Louis County and St. Louis City library system. I got the one copy coming my way, dude.
Nice.
All right, so there's that one. It looks like God dang it, Jay! My brain is just—it's just. We need to stop doing this so late at night.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is a sidekick. What's his name?
Wong.
Wong. Is that supposed to be Wong?
No, it's not. But I had it in the.
I'm looking at here, right?
Yeah. Yes, I had it in the car, and Will goes, "Why is Wong on this comic?" I go, "It's not Wong."
So your boy's got my back. All right, I like it.
Well,
like the fact that your boy's got my back.
He goes, "Are you sure it's Wong? Are you sure it's not Wong?" I said, "No, it's not Wong. Are you saying every
Wong,
Asian
dude.
person looks alike?"
Okay.
I called him racist.
He looks just like him.
I know.
He looks exactly like him on this cover, dude.
Yeah.
Your son is not.
No, I know. I know. I do that to him all the time, though.
Nice. Oh, that's hilarious, dude.
So, it's a quick read. It's not like a lot of remember books that have a lot of like dialogue in it.
Sure.
So.
Okay. Cool.
I enjoyed
I'll check it out. I've got it on hold. I just have to wait from the ship it from the other branches, and I'll go pick it up and read back before next time. But I would like to try to assign us both homework that we both get Killers of the Flower Moon knocked out.
Okay. I'll try to knock it out.
But the problem is, I don't think you can do it as background. You're gonna have to find time.
Yeah.
And that's what sucks.
Yes, it does.
It sucks bad. So, all right, man. That's all I got for you this week.
Okay.
Until next week.
All right.
Talk to you later.
See you.
Thanks for listening. You can find us on our website, Nyrdcast.com. It's Nyrdcast. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube by searching @Nyrdcast.
The intro music is The Other Side by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, a Mad Dog remix made by Madeline Tierney. This week's featured song is Crash by Streets to Ourselves.
Our lives have changed so much, it's hard to believe. Trapped in a cycle, begging for some relief. It's tough to swallow, but it can't be undone. And I can't imagine that I am the only one. Feels like I'm stuck there in the past. Losing control, I'm about to crash. Taking for granted what we had that is lost. The price has been paid, but what about the cost? There's not much we can do, it's almost too late. But I don't want to accept that this is our fate. Feels like I'm stuck there in the past. Losing control, I'm about to crash. Some things will never be the same. Others have never seen such fucking change. The rules have changed, so has the game. Am I crazy or am I sane? There's no going back. I can try if we try. Moving too fast.
Will you shut the fuck up?
There's no going back. This way, if we try, we're moving too fast. For God's sake, God can't lie. Feels like I'm stuck